What's up, guys? So I'm trying a new type of video here. I got a new microphone for my woo. That brake had no pressure in it. Slow and steady. Oh yeah. So I got a new microphone for my helmet, and I wanted to just kind of see about. I guess you could say this is a test. You know, how it sounds quality-wise with the wind and with, you know, me breathing. But yeah, the electric bike doesn't make any noises that are cool, so I figured this would be the perfect bike to do commentary on if I'm going to talk. Because I think on that CR250, I don't think that you'll be able to hear me. There we go. Come on now. Wrangler in. There we go. This next one's always really hard to link. Ah! Need more power. That car kinda made me jump a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't prepared. Moments like that though, where I let it get down a little bit too far, if I had just a little bit more horsepower, I'd be able to save it a lot easier. This thing just, you're limited. You're limited heavily on power. But it forces you to really be on your shit whenever you're balancing. Because when when you screw up, if you get a little bit off, you don't really have the horsepower to catch yourself back up. But this straight always feels really good. The trees there kind of protect you from the wind a little bit. And the wind really is the killer for this stuff. Because this bike's so light, it sails around like crazy. I hope this guy waits here for a second so I can get the pump out of my arm. The one hard part about wheelies is like you really will get a crazy arm pump. Alright, Skippy, what are we doing? Alright, all the way to work. We got this. I think it's like 2 miles. This has been my goal for a long time, is to wheelie the whole way to work. And this part of the road's tough because there's not a lot of protection in the wind. It's very windy here. Oh, please, oh, this sucks. Oh, hell yeah, he got out of the way so fast. This wind is pushing me like crazy. There we go. Let's get up through this light. I hope it changes. I will say, if it doesn't change and it's clear, we're super gonna run it. God damn it, this wind. There we go. Come on, truck. Ah! That was a hell of a run. I'm gonna give it to myself. That was a really good run. The tough part about getting behind, and I'm sorry if I'm yelling, this is, like I said, a new mic. I'm trying to figure out the volumes. The tough part about getting behind big trucks like this, or like big bodied things, is the wind. It does this. Like the bike literally does this. It just shakes back and forth. Because the wind off that thing is hitting me in these weird, you know when you're behind a semi-truck, there's always like these weird little gusts of wind that hit you. That's what I feel when I'm trying to wheelie behind something like that. Of course, a box truck's not as bad as the semis are, but bad enough that it throws me off. And that was another circumstance, I think, where horsepower probably would have helped, because I was trying to lose speeds to get back under the wheelie a little bit easier, because that had made me get a little bit wobbly. but I couldn't get back under it from going slow, so I had to speed up. Or what am I saying? I was trying to regain control of the wheelie, which was requiring me to speed up. And in speeding up, I run out of top end. Like, I don't know if you can see this right here, but max speed, it's 55 miles per hour. And so it just caps itself off at 55. It's a motor RPM type thing. So, is what it is, you know, not much we can do about it. The goal with this bike is, or not the goal, but if you're trying to wheelie this bike, you need to stay realistically under 50, because, oh, come on, because under 50, you have a lot of, not a lot, but you have enough power to get back up on the, you know, on top of the wheelie. Not much, but you got a little bit. So, this right-hander is so hard to me. You've seen the video of me coming through here, and I've not been able to link that section I just drove through at all. It's very, very difficult. This section here isn't that bad, in all honesty. Hey, thanks for getting out of the way. I was too much on that right side. What you learn when you wheelie is where there are so many, what do you want to call them, like degrees of freedom, to use an engineering term on you. Whenever you're wheeling, right? Because you're on the back wheel, so you have this pivot, you've got this pivot, but you've also got these awkward pivots that are kind of like combinations of other axes, if you will. So you got to think about, you know, we'll say like 6 different axes, and that's just the bike. Now on top of that, you have to get under, or you gotta put yourself, I'm trying to do 2 things at once, talking, wheelie, it's hard. You gotta put yourself and your center of gravity then in that equation, which complicates it more. So, there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to wheeling than I once thought when I first started to do wheelies. But hey, that's how it goes. So, hey, we got pretty close to, doing all the way to work, which again is I've done it twice before, but I've of course not recorded it. So the goal here is to get it on camera, and maybe some voiceover will add to the fun of the attempts. So we'll try again after work. We'll see you then.